Hello again and welcome to another Nick Beck's Watch Reviews. Today in front of us I have a bit of a monster, or should I say a master, the new Casio G-Shock Mudmaster. So before I actually bring the watch up to the camera, give you my likes, my dislikes, pros, cons, etc. and my overall opinion, I'd first like to say thank you everybody to subscribing, all my new subscribers, my existing subscribers. Thanks for all the likes. Please keep subscribing. I'm on 1,520 now, so I'm absolutely over the moon. I never expected it to go that big for an amateur filming on his phone. But I'm thrilled to bits for that. The Ferrari model in front of us here is a shout out to Ferrari's victory at Le Mans a couple of weeks ago. This is a 1958 Le Mans winner, the Ferrari 250 Testarossa. And like I say, I'm a big Ferrari fan, so well done, the red team, if you like, a couple of weekends ago. It was a wonderful victory. And I don't know if you've noticed, anybody watching my channel would have seen the odd 15-second short on cars. I've actually started putting little snippets of cars that I've seen overtaking, revving their engines, being typical sort of car geeky things, because I'm as much a car geek as I am a watch geek, so I hope everybody likes that. They do seem to be very well received, so thanks again. Right, moving on at last, let's have a little chat about this watch. So as I say, it's the Casio GwG 2000 CR 1AER Mudmaster. This is the limited edition cracked case version, or cracked version. This particular one is shock resistant, mud resistant, has 200 meters of water resistance. We have a triple sensor and it's the version 3 according to the hang tag. It has a compass, a thermometer, an altimeter, barometer. We've got sapphire crystal on this one. We have a 1/100th of a second stopwatch, a world timer, super illumination. It's obviously the carbon core guard on this one. And we have really good lume, for a Casio. That's pretty special to me. Unfortunately, you have to pay £750 to get that. So a little note for you there, Casio. Maybe you can put it on your lesser watches. Which actually moves me on to the fact this costs £750, and we'll go into that through the video. So let me bring it up to the camera and I'll show you around and you can have a see what you think. Right, so here it is. So it's quite a big watch, and as you can see it's pretty thick. This one comes in at 14 millimeters thick. The case width on this one, with including the crown either side, it measures in at 54 millimeters. The lug to lug on this is 58 to 60. The lug width is 28, but it does actually taper down to a fairly sensible, with the metal buckle, 22 millimeters. So you have sapphire crystal on this one. You have these big chunky crown guards. There's a metal crown on this one, and it's actually a screw down crown, which is the first I've ever experienced on a Casio. I'll just undo that. And it's lovely. It's really nice, tactile, like all of the watches. It feels really good. It feels very substantial, and like it'll probably last a lifetime. So you have your, I'd say almost like a broadsword hour hand, and a fairly sort of thick sword as your minute hand. You have a moving seconds. Now up just beneath the 11 is the subdial, which has your barometer, your temperature, stopwatch, and all the kind of different functions this one has. Down at 6 o'clock you have Mudmaster and your rectangular LCD display. As you can see from the numerals, if I bring it up really close, you can actually see that they have a cracked effect to give it that kind of weathered, battered adventurer type of thing. So then looking at the case, you have the same thing. Again, I'll bring it up to the camera there and you can see the faux cracks. And it's, I mean, this is, you know, we've got some exposed carbon at the top there. You have your different layers with your carbon core. All the buttons on this one are metal. Your top button there on 2 o'clock is your compass. Then the 4 o'clock is your altimeter. Looking at the other side, there's 2 more buttons, and that's for your function. And just inside there, that starts and stops your stopwatch. And of course, the big rose gold button at the bottom is your light. So, and that's your double LED light. And like I say, this has a very, very good lume as well. So without going into too much detail on the functions of this one, I'm just going to press the compass button just to show you the working compass. And then if you look on the LED, sorry I keep saying that, the LCD display, you can see it's north, south, west, and it's actually showing you or telling you where the compass is pointing. And then if you just, I believe if you just depress the original mode button, or maybe it's the compass button, and it just flicks back to the time. So no, it doesn't. It must be that button. See, I am such a technophobe, as you can see. There we go. Oh, the hands are moving now. So it really is a case of read the manual here, because it does seem to do all sorts of things. There we go. We're back to the normal time. So thank God I'm not somebody that does the different modes and explains them how this thing works. But yeah, so that's the Casio Mudmaster. Getting back to the fact that it actually costs £750. Now there's no question about this watch. You can tell from the normal Casio G-Shocks, this is a very premium product. There's no question about that. The materials used, the way it's executed, the band, apparently the band has fragments of carbon fiber fused into the resin to make it stronger. As you can see there yourself, the band is aged and textured. The buttons are very tactile. The watch is quite heavy. There's so much gone into this to show that it is definitely a premium product, and it is. I really like it. However, there are a couple of things. First of all, and I'm going to sort of move it to the side there and post a shot up, you have the edges of the hands where they go into black. Now they seem to be cut out of a piece of aluminium, whatever the hands are made of, but you can see the jagged edge on them. And I think for, premium quality, I think they could actually address that. And I will put up a picture. Like I say, you can see it. It's not the best. Now, again, I have to hark back to the fact that this is a £750 Casio G-Shock. I was lucky enough to buy this one for $379. But even that, I think, is probably a little bit too expensive. When I opened it, I was expecting something like a normal G-Shock, which I've had loads of, but you can tell the difference. There's no question that. So, I'm not criticising it, I'm just pointing that out. So popping the watch down, my other criticism, the watch itself comes in a standard Casio G-Shock tin, as such, and you have your Casio G-Shock box, as such. And I think, in all honesty, now don't get me wrong, I appreciate the vibe, as they say nowadays, of Casio G-Shock. I appreciate Casio G-Shock make a mockery of luxury watches, but we're paying a luxury price for this. I think if I got this as a gift, I'd want something that made me feel a little bit more special than a tin and a cardboard box for a £750 watch. That's my opinion. I get the point. Don't spend the money on the box, spend the money on the watch. I see that. But really, you know, I do think they've fallen short of that kind of special thing, if you like. With the exception of that, you know, it is a great watch. I don't know what all these things do. I don't, you know, profess to understand it at all. I do like my gadgets. It doesn't mean I know how to use them. And I think, to be honest, most people wearing this watch will wear it for the wrist presence and the statement of this great, big, exciting watch rather than actually use it. You know, we're not all Bear Grylls. Most of us get in the car, go to the office in the morning, and the most adventurous thing we may do is walk along the canal and have a coffee at lunchtime. So that's my opinion anyway. So please feel free to put lots of comments in the box. I know these guys attract a lot of attention. I know there is a real kind of following of Casio G-Shocks and Casio in general. That's just my opinion. So listen, thanks everybody for watching. Thank you so much again for everything. Please keep subscribing. I'm really getting into this now, and I want to start posting more videos up. I know I may have said that in the past and I haven't followed through with that, but I certainly aim to. So thanks everybody. Enjoy your week, and if you do decide to buy this watch, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Unfortunately, your bank account may be. Anyway, thanks everybody, and see you next time.